Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. For those who don't know me, my name is Kezia or Kaz. I like all things makeup, beauty, skincare related, and today I'm going to be doing a first, second impressions, full face of makeup. And today I've also got an eyeshadow palette review. So yeah, let's get on with it. And because I've already primed, I'm going to go straight into foundation. And I have used this, so this is a second impressions, but I absolutely love this foundation, and it is the Collection Lasting Perfection Hydra Boost Anti-Aging Satin Finish, and I've been looking for a satin foundation for a while. I'm going to use my fingers to put it on because all of my beauty blender sponges are dirty, and this goes on, obviously it's a satin, so it goes on lush and smooth. I absolutely love Collection's formulas, and this foundation is a bit cool toned and I like that. And it doesn't go on cakey, and it certainly doesn't, it doesn't look too much, but it is a full coverage. But I love this foundation, absolutely would recommend it. I think a foundation that's satiny is quite nice. The last satin foundation I tried was from Charlotte Tilbury, and I think for that foundation it's in the £30 range, I think. And to be honest, I don't want to be paying like £30 for like a bottle like that, and it won't last. And sometimes the cheaper options are much better than the most high-end brands. But that's just my opinion. And I love this foundation because it feels so nice on the skin. It's giving us a nice healthy glow, and it just feels so moisturising as well. And because it's very hot here in the UK, it doesn't sweat off. And to be honest, I think it's a bit dark for my skin tone, so this is perfect when I'm tanned, but I can just bring this into my neck. It is full coverage as it states on the bottle, but you can build it if you want more coverage. Yeah. And I just love the shade. I think it's quite spot on for what I've chose, and I think that foundation was £6. I do have another one from the range that I want to try, but for today I'm going to use the satin one, because yeah, I just think it's perfect. See, like the shine there, it looks really good. Is anybody else, guys, and tell us if I'm just over exaggerating, has anybody else been suffering badly with hay fever? I think the pollen count is so high, like I'm literally struggling. I've woke up with sniffles, I've went to bed with sniffles, I've woke up sneezing, coughing. I don't think I've got flu. So yeah, guys, this is the coverage. Really nice. Next, I'm just going to spray this down with this, and as I say, you know why I don't like this, because it smells of coconut. Yuck. And I like it because it dries with it, and it makes my skin feel so comfortable, and I really like it. I know this is a satin finish, but I do want to add a bit of contour on, so it might dry it a little bit, but I'm not going to put too much of it on. And for this, I'm going to use my Profusion contour palette, and I'm more or less going to bronze it up, and if I need to add more foundation I will. And I'm going in the shade, sorry guys, I didn't even show you. I'm going into this shade here, and I'm using a very, very cheapy brush from Technic, and I'm just putting it around my face. My face is still drenched from the setting spray. but that's absolutely fine. And this is a product that has been shown on my channel before, but it's new. I absolutely love it. Nah, I'm not a big fan of this brush. And again, I'm only putting this on lightly just to give myself a bit of a bronze. But because of the weather being so hot, I'm just going to wear my foundation. I know this is a full face, but to be fair, I don't want to be like putting loads on my face if I'm going to be standing in the sun, because as I've probably mentioned, I'm going out tonight, so it's a little experiment to see how this lasts in the weather that we've got, because it is so hot and sunny in the UK, which is nice and I'm not complaining, but I hate it when it's too hot and I hate it when it's too cold. And I will do a short for when I'm actually ready, my hair, makeup, obviously. If this goes well with my foundation, lips, eyes, then I've got a good makeup look. I have bronzed and I've put a bit more foundation on, but the bronzer is only on lightly with this brush. It's very light on. I don't think it looks that bad, to be honest. But this is the finish. I love that, and it's so comfortable as well, this foundation. So yeah, really love this foundation. And my eyes are starting again, for goodness sakes. I'm still going to do my full face, like the eyeshadow palette, even if my eye is watering. Because yeah, full face, full impressions, new impressions. Anyway, getting on to the highlighter, I'm going to be using my palette from Infinity. I don't know how you pronounce it. And I'm going to be using a very small brush. My skin is feeling very, very shiny at the minute, so I won't need a lot of this. And the shade I'm going to go into is this one and a bit of this one. Yeah, my highlighters are too chunky. And my concealer brush is very dirty, so I'm using this brush from BH Cosmetics, and I'm just putting a little bit of highlighter where it needs to be, and all over my face. Again, don't want to look like a disco ball, but I highlight where I feel like my skin needs a bit of highlight. And that's that. That is the highlighter done. Again, very chunky formula. Not my favourite, but I still like it. Right, next. Yeah, my eyes are so sore today. We'll do eyes and get it out of the way. And the palette I'm going to show you, I'm even going to swatch it, is from Nomad Cosmetics. They brought back 3 palettes. They brought the French one back, I can't remember, something Provence. They brought back another one, and they brought back this one, the American Parks palette, Maracas Parks. Been wanting this for the longest time. I nabbed it as soon as I seen them were bringing it back. They did a vote on Instagram of which palette from the 3 of them do you want to bring them back, and they've decided to bring them all back, which I think is just amazing. I voted obviously for the American Park ones, but yeah, I really enjoyed that. So that's really good. So this one, this is what it looks like. Really love the colour story of this. I'm going to swatch it row by row. And I can't really read the shade names, but I'll give it a good try. So first of all, we have Old Faithful, which is a matte mustard. Don't know how I'm going to do this. That's that one. Next we have Korean. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm not going to butcher it. And this is a beautiful shimmery yellowy whitey duochrome. That's what that one looks like. Next we've got a nice matte green, and that is Everglades, I think. And that's what that one looks like. Now I do have an eye look in mind. Next one is a nice shimmery blue, and that is called Arcadia Lighthouse. That's what that one looks like. Next one we've got South Rith, I think, and it's a nice plummy purple. One thing I hope these don't stain, because I'm not going out with loads of swatches go up and down my arm. Next shade is Mount Hoth Cave, I think. Jesus, I'm butchering these names. Now, this is actually really pretty. Got one there. Next one is Felton Range, and it's a nice, I like this because it's like leopard printy sort of thing, like these two. And that's that one there. And next we're going into that lovely leopardy printy green one, which I'll show you again. It is Hot Rain I don't know, a rainforest, and I hate spoiling the shades. And that's what that one looks like on the finger. Nice shimmer. And now we've got this shade here, and it is Mount Denali. And I've ruined that shade, but who cares, it'll still look nice. And it's a nice silver. I'm going to swatch next to them now. So that's what the swatches look like for the first two rows. Hang on, no it isn't. Next thing we've got the Big Bend. I thought that said Big Ben. I was like, that's not in America, that's in London. And that's what that one looks like there. I like that one. I might use that in winter as a smoky eye look. So that is the first two rows. Next row is my favourite row. These are colours I'm going to be using. And the next colour is this nice red one. And that is I don't know, something redwoods. Ooh, that didn't swatch very nice. I'll give it another go. It's a very dry formula. Okay, that's better. Not the best, but certainly not the worst. And for this eye look, guys, I'm just going to be using a shimmer all over my eye. My eyes are far too sensitive. I wanted to get this video up. I've tried to put my foundation on. I've tried to sort my eyes out, but my eyes are just not going to have it. Next one is Delicate Arch, which is this one here. Beautiful. Love that. And I'm just going to put that there. My swatches are not as good as the way that Nomad do them, and I am after so many Nomad palettes. The next shade I'm going to be using is this one, Blue Ridge Parkway. A nice green. Ooh. And I'm going to put this one here. That's pigmented. pigmented. And the next one, and the next two, I'm just going to do both of them and put them on together. You've got the narrows and you've got the half done. So this is the Holy Narrows, that one there. And you've got the half done, which is a nice matte brown. And that's what the palette looks like. Wow, really nice. Really, really nice palette. And the colour I'm going to use all over my lid is the Narrows shade. I was going to add the red in, but because my eyes are so sore, I'm just going to put one shimmer all over. Normally I like to use a matte and shimmer together, as you know, but to be honest, I'm just going to do a shimmer all over my lid. It's too hot, I'm going out, and to be honest, my eyes are starting because the pollen is just ridiculous. So I'm going to use this brush here and I'm going to go into this shade. Sorry, I'm not even showing you. And I'm going to start on this eye. I would have been a bit sad if they decided to bring out just one of the other palettes, because this palette was in second places on the vote on Instagram. I think the French one, Provence something, I don't know what it's called. I don't speak French. So basically that one was winning, this one came second, and the other one was third. So even if it was just bringing one out, which I'm glad they brought all of them out, so everyone got their like vote and no one was missing out. And again guys, this eye look is just going to be simple. I'm very, very sorry, but quite honestly, my eyes are being an absolute pain today. And I'm just going to go in with this eye. And I also use this foundation that I've used as a primer as well, because it really sticks me eyeshadow down, so it's got its benefits. And if I can get that foundation and a primer, which I probably will, I will absolutely be thrilled. Now I've been actually pushing this video off for a few days, not wanting to film it, not been feeling up for it because of my mental health, not been wanting to do YouTube for a few days. The weather's been too nice, so, and even when the weather's nice today, I'm sat in my dining room. I felt a bit guilty being in my dining room on such a nice day, but as I say guys, it's far too hot. My hay fever is ridiculous at the minute. Woke up sneezing, went to bed last night sneezing, and I just feel like even after taking antihistamines, it was just not getting better. And I can honestly say I do like this eyeshadow palette. Surprisingly, I've been getting eyeshadow palettes for college, as I've said in previous videos, for going back to college, birthday presents and stuff. So I thought I'm going to get them while I can. Even though I was on a makeup no buy, I've decided after June I won't buy any more. But there is a lot of palettes, as I said, in my collection that I've stopped using because you can't buy them anymore, so I won't promote them on my channel, because to be honest, I just think if you're promoting products, I think by saying you should really have this product and then saying that you can't get them, it's kind of like defeating the object in a way. And I'm sad about it, because there was products that that last week I saw and I could use because they were on the website, but now I can't find them anywhere. And one of them I showed on the rotating of my eye products, and I can't even use the eyeliner palette because it's no longer on the Revolution's website, and a lot of people don't wear Revolution anymore. So this is what my eyes are looking. Obviously I will tidy it up, but I think this just on its own is quite nice. I'll do a look where I put the matte brick red colour underneath. I think that will be nice, but for today I'm just doing a little shimmer. And this is what the eye looking like. I'm just going to get I'll just quickly tidy it up. God, I'm really gassy today. I don't know why I close palettes before I've like put my brush in them, honestly. You can tell I've not been filming for a while. Yeah, I really like that. Next, I'm going to do my lips, and I've got a few options. As you can see, you can still see the swatches. I think I'm going to use my lip liner that I haven't used yet, and it is in the shade Obsession, and this is what it looks like. As you can see, it's nice and pointy. Just going to clean my lips a little bit. Very, very dark. Goodness me. So that is my lips lined, not perfect. Next, I'm going to go into this new lipstick, which is in the shade, if I can find the shade name, Satin Sheen Lip Stylo in the shade Sincere, and it's a bit lighter, and I'm just going to put that all over the lips. I'm also going to use this, which is a Hydro Juice Shimmer Lip Stylo with tripeptide and vitamin E, and I'll show you what this looks like. And I'm going to put this on top to add some sheen. I'm just going to quickly clean that. And obviously it's mixed in with the lipstick, but I've been wanting to try this for a while, never got around to it. And this is what that looks like. I've even got the other one. That's what this one looks like. The other one I've got is this shade here, which actually might have been a bit better actually, but hey ho. and that's in the shade, it doesn't really say, never mind, but it smells like honey, and I love the smell of honey. It's better than coconut. But yeah, this was just a quick video. I've done my eyes. Need to do me eyeliner, and I have got a new eyeliner to try if I can bloody find it. This one from MUA, and it is the Brow Define Micro Precision Eyebrow Pencil, and I've got a new one in a new shade, and I don't do much with my eyebrows unless I get them styled. And I'm just gonna put some little lines in. I also think as well, and a lot of people think I'm mad for doing this, when you've got creamy eye products as well and you want your face and your lips to, your eyes and your lips to match, I often put eyeshadow mixed with oil on your lips, and I really like that. Like, I like that trend, but a lot of people think I'm mad for doing it, but I like my makeup to match. I'm very colour coordinated, mind you, at the minute, and I don't know why, because the weather is so nice. I just wear a lot of black, which attracts the heat. Like last night, I went out in the heat and I was absolutely boiling, but I think black just goes with everything, like, yeah. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go on with that shade, and I might, because I've got a nice little lip oil, obviously you can tell it looks really nice. I'm going to go in with this shade and I'm just going to put a little bit on my lips. And that is what the look looks like. Obviously, I need to do my hair. Need to do whatever else. Gotta get ready. But I thought, do you know what? I'll get this look done. It's not irritating my eyes anymore, which is good. I'm quite disappointed with my makeup no buy, especially my eyeshadows. I feel a bit guilty about it, but as I say, I've bought things just in the month of June. Normally I'd buy like a palette every month, but to be honest, I think because it's Pride month and I love my rainbow palettes, there's a lot of rainbow things coming out and I've wanted to buy them. So, and I'm going to college, so really I've bought things that I need, not want. But at the same time, I just think life's too short, and if you've got the money, treat yourself. But I'm not going to leave myself short. This is what the look looks like. Just brushing my brows. They don't need to be perfect. I hate it when my brows aren't styled professionally because they just look a mess. This is what the look looks like. I'm not even going to bother bronzing. I have highlighted. I wasn't a big fan of it today. I don't know how it is on the over the foundation. Does it look alright? It just looks really natural. You can see a few of me freckles underneath, so I'm not bothered, and I think it looks okay. Sorry guys, I was just looking outside of two birds fighting. Honestly, this weather, I couldn't be bothered to have a fight. But yeah, I was going to do a bit of bronzing, which I have put lightly on, but I didn't want to put full on bronzer on. My face looks really natural, quite subtle, and that's what I was going for in this weather. But yeah, please like and subscribe if you want to see any more. I have got more palettes to do impressions on, but please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.